finances can be scary, especially if you don't have them in order. But the province and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education are hoping to change that. Gary Rabbior from CFEE joins us this morning. Gary, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
You guys have started a new program that is geared towards high school students and some other groups as well, called Portals. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yes, just the other day in the legislature we announced with the government a new partnership between the foundation and the province, building on work that we've done in the past. We've done a lot of work in Manitoba. It's been a real leader in financial literacy and education, and with support from Investors Group and Scotiabank, we've done a number of programs here in the province. Based on that success, we've evolved into a partnership where we're going to be working with the province on the development of a new high school course. We're going to be providing some support with teacher training and professional development, resources to support the course. We're going to be doing workshops for seniors. We're going to be doing some workshops for newcomers. We're going to be looking to adapt the programs for use in Indigenous communities and schools. And the province is also collaborating with us on our Talk with Our Kids About Money Day, which is a great program to get teachers and parents involved in talking with their kids about money.
Financial literacy is so important, and Portals really targets 5 specific groups, and you touched on some of them there: high school students, seniors, Indigenous groups, newcomers. Can you tell us specifically why those groups were chosen?
Yeah, well, the research has shown, in Canada's experience, has been the OECD in Paris did an international comparison of financial literacy, and in Canada came in second in that test. And they had cited the reasons for youth, particularly that they had a chance to study about money in school, and they had a chance to talk with their parents, which is one of the reasons for focusing on young people. It seems to have such an impact, and starting young is so important. And getting parents involved, both in helping their kids, developing that relationship, but learning about money themselves is very important as well. And then seniors in this day and age are very vulnerable and also very anxious to learn about financial matters as they get into their senior years and transitions and things such as that. And newcomers, of course, starting a new life here and trying to figure out how everything works. And a lot of the programs are very relevant for the Indigenous communities, but we're going to hold consultations with Indigenous leaders to make sure we adapt them appropriately so they're effective for use and make any changes that are appropriate.
It's such a great program by the sounds of it, because it is so important. And I know so many people, when you hear finances and financial literacy, you're kind of like, no, stop, I don't want to go there. It's scary.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to really make it less scary for people?
Well, and it is. I think once we find, and particularly with our Talk with Our Kids About Money program, and we have a publication also called Money and Youth that is used a lot by parents as well, they find that it isn't so sophisticated. The kinds of things we're talking about are often more behavioral. When we get asked about the important things, particularly to talk with people about, and particularly kids, we talk about the understanding that every decision entails a trade-off, that every time you make one decision, you're giving up something today or in the future. If you can get across even simple concepts like that, it fundamentally changes the way people make financial decisions. And also, if you get a sense of helping them stay in control, because there's so many influences on people's lives today that one of the most essential things is simply stay in control and make your own decisions about what's comfortable for you. Over 40% of Canadians right now say they're overwhelmed by debt. And what they didn't do was stay in control. They were highly influenced. They were often overextended on credit cards and mortgages and whatever. And if we can, particularly with young people, get them making decisions, recognizing that they should stay in control, set limits that they are comfortable with, we can avoid that kind of situation in the future.
Stop looking at what somebody else is buying or where somebody else is going on vacation and trying to live up to what everybody else is doing. Live within your means, really.
Live within your means. Find that there's so many things in life that are relevant and happy that aren't necessarily in the material side of things. Not that money's not important and can't make life happy, but if you are driven strictly by the limits that you can reach, because often the limits you're capable of reaching are beyond what you're comfortable reaching, and that's part of the discipline of trying to prepare young people to manage their financial affairs effectively. So the province has recognized that. They've worked with us. We had the Minister of Education, the Finance Minister, join us in the event the other day. There's really a commitment within the province to recognize that this is important for Manitobans, and we're delighted as an organization to have the opportunity, first in Canada, to partner with this province in trying to make a difference.